far. Just overall thoughts on tonight's match?
We were visible for the first 30 minutes. The rest of the game we were not visible. I think we started the game very well, get 2 goals, then again, very sloppy. To allow them to come back in the game and allow them to even go up. This game should have been done and dusted. It's 2-0 going into halftime.
Yeah, you mentioned the first 30 minutes, that was right when the water break was in the first half. What do you think was the change from your own team and from the other side at that point?
No, I think our players thought that they all are Messi.
Coach, with such a tight group West, points drop can mean everything at this point in terms of the playoffs. Is that something that maybe long term you're kind of thinking of?
Every point matters. And at home you don't drop points, and we've dropped too many points at home, but also we drop points from winning position, allowing teams to come back. That's not good enough. But you got to credit them for fighting back and coming back. Maybe we had a disallowed goal, a disallowed penalty, but again, you don't put yourself in those situations when you're 2-0 up.
About 7 goals in the past 2 matches against Orange County and now.
Yeah, not good enough. Not good enough.
Paul, what was your vantage point on the disallowed goal in the 86th minute?
Well, I'm not a referee, so I don't know. I can't say something that I don't know why he blew it. Because the guy hit the ball in his own goal, so.
Yeah, and then it showed a lot of resilience for that. Charlie was able to snap right back in it and score.
No, we know we have the quality to find goals, and Charlie's finding goals. But for me, it's the will to defend and mature and understand how to smell danger. You 2-0 up, kill the game. Kill the game. You don't allow teams back into the game.
Yeah. Then a quick follow up to that. Pierce Rizzo got to start today 75 minutes. What's your overall evaluation?
I was very happy with Rizzo. He gave us what we needed in that position.
On the Pierce note, Pop, with him committed to UC Irvine, is there any chance that we see him stick around, or do you expect him to go and play in college?
No, but for now we evaluate just as we evaluate with Braxton, because it's very important for these kids also to get their degree and education, and they know that they have an opportunity here through the pathway, and they're doing fantastic, and he's already committed, but you never know what happens in football come ending of the season, and he maybe decided want to stay, so we're always going to be open for him, but I'm very happy with what he's doing.
Were you surprised at all that Braxton ended up choosing to leave?
No.
Spoke there a little bit about players leaving, especially at the defensive back. Just a little bit, not much depth left in the defense. Is that something that is concerning?
No, obviously you would love to have depth, and unfortunately, we're a little bit thin there, but it's not a problem. We roll with the punches of what we have. I know that Bobby and Brandon are working hard to give us the tools that we need, to get through the season. But again, this is football, right? Where you work with what you have, and players are coming in, players are coming out, no problem.
Obviously, you mentioned the number of goals conceded this week not good enough, and especially tonight you should have gone up and killed the game off earlier. Are you seeing any common threads between the goals that you're conceding? Are there any major things that are standing out to you at the moment you need to work?
No, I mean, if it was a simple trend, I know you can always fix it, but I think it's coming from everywhere. And I know we're going to rectify it. I'm not happy with it. My staff is not happy with it. The players are not happy with it, but it's going to take responsibility and commitment on that side.
Obviously, even before this week, you were conceding some of the most goals in the league overall. Generally, do you think you made progress from the start of the year overall in defence?
I think we've had some progress, but this is football. Tell me one team that doesn't have a little slump and get back up again, right? So, but we can rectify that, and that's the most important thing.
Do you know Jill in the squad today? Can you comment on that as well? No, Jill might be in the squad today.
Yeah, Gerald received an offer from Beveren, which we didn't want to let it go, but we understood that what he needed was to be closer to his family, especially his son, we knew what he meant to this group and what he brings. But the most important thing as well is also that we and the club, Bobby and Brandon, got something for him, as well as, he get to get closer to his kid, and spend time with it, because family is very important to us, and that's why he's not here.
You mentioned having an offer in for him. Is that money going to help you kind of rebuild the squad? Where are you looking to rebuild?
Well, Brandon and Bobby are working very hard, to upgrade the squad and do all of that. So for me, I'm not even worried that, because they're working 24 hours, and we're in constant communication with the type of players that we want to be here, and players that need to be here. So for me, that is very important to have that communication line and that work line with them. So I'm very happy.
Paul, there seems to be somewhat of a disconnect when it comes to set pieces with Patrick and the defenders. Kind of the old bad habits are kind of show up again, as it did a little bit today. What's your approach on kind of ironing that out?
I don't think we conceded on set plays.
Well, I mean, it just seemed like a few times I thought there was a disconnect.
Well, there's always going to be a disconnect sometimes. That's just part of it. But I don't think we have. I think we have settled that, and obviously, you want to be perfect, but there's no such thing as a perfect game plan. There will be some areas that you're going to be good at. There's be some areas you're not going to be good at. But it's about how do you camouflage it a little bit, to help your team. But I don't think that that set plays is the problem.
Any other questions in the room?
Paul, you mentioned the change at the 30th minute. Birmingham took off Edwin Lazo at that moment. What do you think that change did for Birmingham, and how that impacted?
No, I think they took him off because he wasn't a yellow.
What did you make of Hope's performance, getting assist and goal, and before that water break, just really clicking with that team?
Now he can do more, especially on the defensive end.